Welcome free-to-play, I'm Traveler. Welcome Traveler, I'm free-to-play and I'm a guide for a successful free-to-play adventure on Ostera. Today we'll take a look at the Realms 3 and whom you should get for your roster. At first we have to take a look at the guiding rates of the specific banners. So with the Realms 3 you have a divided rate of receiving one of them. In the single banners you get them with 0.4 or 0.8%, which is way better in my opinion if you want one unit in particular. But who is that unit you should go for? Is it Yukes? To make it short, I am very precise about having units doing the exact amount of shield shaving at a specific time for the optimal break. And all skills Yukes does are random, and I mean really random. From 1 to 7 staff single targets and 1 to 5 fire AoE or up to 7 fire random hits. His buffing skills are random too, and his ultimate is only good for warriors in particular because they get guaranteed crit, which is very good for units like Lars, who has 15% damage up that way guaranteed. But I don't want to bring a unit into a battle who gives something which only a single A4 accessory, from Sigrid in this example, is capable of alone. Let's hurry to Aedelgard. Her power rises when the enemy is provoked, which she can grant herself, and she can buff herself quite well to do very good damage. Her passives regenerate SP and HP when taking damage, which makes that her equivalent to getting 15% more defense with a buff like Desperate Resolve. So if she gets to the cap of 30% physical and elemental defense, she is more durable than other tanks you may have, because she's additionally regaining health every attack. But you have to have units which do cap her defenses first, and maybe you could use those spaces for other units to counter the specific enemy you are going to battle. Her ultimate fuels her tanks again, but for longer battles I wouldn't recommend getting her with you if she hadn't a very powerful sword attack, which also exploits fire weakness. So that attack alone is so powerful that if you're missing strong warrior or fire units, you should really think about getting her. But maybe there will be more strong warrior units coming who also exploit fire weakness in the future? Who knows? Sarisa. Well, I couldn't resist. And I was so surprised that she is even better than I thought at first. I have to talk about it right now. She has one skill that lowers the resistance to sword, dagger and fire. But that's not only one debuff icon. She lowers sword, then dagger, then fire. So you can stack those with every other resistance lowering buff you have. And the turns are as following. 2 turns with no boost, and with every boost level 1 turn gets added. It's not standing everywhere, that's why I'm telling you. Her switching doesn't work like Roland's, by the way. She kind of teleports to the back row, and if that attack Sarisa launched gets countered, then the unit in the front takes the damage. That's not happening to Roland, that's very good to know. The best unit to put her behind are units which are not capable of doing lots of attacks, but nukes very hard, like Alberic or of course Aedelgard. Reducing either 2, 3 or 4 shields at choice and ultimately 5 shields single target and returning to the back is enormously powerful. Especially if that unit in the front is provoking the attacks of the enemy. This way, that unit is still guarding attacks and you can still shave a lot of shields. And if it is finally the turn to attack with your nuke in the front, that attack is boosted by 15% physical wise with her passive. I would say she is the unit I was missing in the last battles I fought, and with her the guarantee of winning those earlier is very high. So I will really enjoy taking her to the next battles and have a very good time with the best choice out of the 3. But what do you think about the Realms 3? You have 2 weeks to make a choice, and afterwards they will be put into the general pool of units, so you are able to spook them someday too if you decide against them. But please don't decide against subscribing to my channel and give thumbs up to this video. See you next time, you're free to play.